Hello everyone and welcome to the March edition, February-March edition. We missed February. It was a little too busy for us to shoot a video, but the February-March edition of the Gogainers video newsletter. And as per our custom, we're going to drink a little tea with you and we're going to eat some Eastern European food. And we're going to talk about one of our ministries that we have going on. And we have started to focus on marriage ministry here in Ukraine. We started a couple of years ago. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, back in 2005, John and I went on our first marriage encounter weekend, and we liked it so much and thought it was so helpful that we actually decided to bring it to Ukraine. And so last year in October, we had our first United Marriage Encounter weekend, and it went really well, considering it was the first one. There were a few bumps and stuff in the road, but it went pretty well, and there was a good enough response to it that we've decided to do another one in upcoming September. So.
Now, for those of you who don't know what Marriage Encounter is, it's an intensive weekend getaway for a couple, and they teach different tools for how to work through your marriage, how to open up lines of communication, how to learn your spouse, how to focus on your spouse. So many of us guys don't focus on our spouse. So they teach a lot of really good tools, and I think it definitely changed our marriage.
Definitely.
And I don't think there's anyone that comes out of Marriage Encounter and says, well, this didn't make a huge difference in our marriage. Yeah. We're going to have another conference for more people.
Yep.
So we're really excited about that, especially since the conference is going to have more Ukrainians leading it. Before it was just Americans and British leading it. Now it's going to be Ukrainians leading part of it. So that's really exciting stuff.
It's a little scary, actually, because John and I are going to be giving talks in Russian. And I mean, giving a talk the first time is scary enough, but doing it in Russian, I'm gotta be honest.
I wanted to do like a spit take there, but
didn't want to ruin
our upcoming ruin our carpet or our food. So that's one of our ministries working on marriages here in Ukraine. We think that's really important. Another thing that's really important to Ukrainians as far as food goes is a little food called vareniki. Vareniki, here they are. I don't know if we can see that nice and close, the vareniki there. It's basically like what would you call this, a dumpling?
Yeah,
something
so
like that.
It's like a pasta type outer shell, and then these actually are potato vareniki, so they're actually one of our favorites. And
yeah. So they also make like cabbage vareniki.
And they make a sweet one too with like jelly inside, usually like cherry or raspberry. So.
What do you think, Sasha? Does it look good? Это выглядит хорошо, Саша? Вот так. Да, он согласен, и он думает, что это выглядит хорошо. He thinks it looks good.
All right.
So.
I have no problems eating this, unlike our last food.
We eat this quite a bit, actually.
Okay.
Oh.
Cheers.
Okay. My only regret was that it got cold before we could eat.
Yeah. Well,
it's awesome.
It tastes good.
It's like a pocket filled with mashed potatoes and garlic. It's freaking incredible.
They're pretty tasty.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Ukrainian dishes. Well, that's all we have for you today. I'd be really interested to have you guys make your own vareniki at home. I'll put some recipes down here in the video. And it'd be interesting to see what you guys think of vareniki. I know some of you, especially on Facebook, I see all the great things you make. I think you should give vareniki a try.
I think so.
All right, so I'd love to hear what you guys think of vareniki. And we will see you guys next month.
Next month.
До побачення.
До побачення.